it was really when I started thinking about jiu-jitsu in this way, three-dimensionally, kind of as a newer blue belt, late in my white belt career. Because as I was playing with the armbar, I was hitting the armbar a lot. It was like one of my first really successful submissions. And the more I was playing with the armbar, the more I was recognizing that I was getting good at chasing it. What I mean by that is when you're attacking the armbar, they're stacking you, you start rolling around, they're kind of thrashing, they're trying to get away from it. And so the orientation of your body keeps changing. So you get really good at keeping the arm right in place where you need it. You're good at keeping that thumb sticking out and that pinky to your chest, no matter where they are, no matter where you're oriented. So you start getting used to, even though your world's rotating all the time, you're just chasing it. You're getting used to understanding that arm bar is the same, even though you're moving around a lot, even though that three-dimensional space is rotating quite a bit. So that's when I started really thinking about jiu-jitsu in this way. That's why I want to look at the spin under armbar really quick. So I actually learned this from Eddie Bravo back in the day. Back up here. By from Eddie Bravo, I mean from a book. That's kind of the same, right? So we're here. Yeah. It's the same setup. I'm getting the arm here, blah, blah, blah. I'm getting here, elevate, I'm attacking and everything. So, you know, the classic defense is I'm on this armbar. He knows that it getting extended is bad for him, so he starts really stacking in. He really stacks my knees into my face. So I get balled up here, and you get really frustrated because your hips lose their power. You have a hard time bridging away and creating the space. So you need an exit strategy, a way to keep attacking the arm even though they're defending. So this basic spin under armbar, right now my left hand's free. The hand that's closest to his head, the hand closest to his hip, my right hand is grabbing his arm. I'm going to switch. So my left hand punches through, and I'm grabbing my thigh. Instead of grabbing my chest, I grab my other thigh. It kind of gives me like a knife blade to start peeling his arm out, which we'll talk about in a second. So now my right arm is going to punch down underneath of him like I'm reaching in my pocket, okay, like I'm trying to get out my wallet or something because Daryl's mugging me right now. I'm going to reach across, check his knee, start spinning under. Now as I rotate, I don't leave my leg under his face because when I'm here, it's very easy for Daryl to pull his left arm out and start pinning my leg to the mat. He's going to start using that for bad things. Okay, so I'm going to actually hop back up, Daryl. Back up. So I want to get that leg behind his head. And there's a couple different reasons for doing that. So I'm here, boom, start stacking. I want to get this foot behind his head. A, it keeps him from pinning it to the mat, using it as a way to pass. And B, it gives me a lever to help rotate him for a sweep. So whenever I'm here, a lot of times since his hand's on the thigh, I have a good leverage point to just pop this grip out. When I'm on my side here, I'm going to point his thumb this way and use that to finish the armbar. We'll look at this a little different angle in a second. So even though I'm on my side, I can still get the same angle of pressure because I know how I need to orient it. So now let's talk about the sweep real quick. So Daryl, I would like you to be over here. You're going to face me. Boom, I get the arm. We start stacking. I switch my grips. I'm coming in. Now notice on this side, I'm going to turn my thumb to the mat and check his knee here. So I'm not pushing like this back of my hand. Turn my thumb down, checking this way. It's a lot of mistakes people make. I'm out. Here. So now for my basic sweep, a lot of times Daryl's going to pull his knees in. He's trying to keep his base nice and strong. So for this basic sweep, I'm going to reach underneath, start catching his toes like this. So whenever I catch his toes like this, I have a lot more leverage. It's almost like I'm doing like a Michael Phelps. I'm like swimming really strong. Here, getting his toes here. Now I'm not trying to throw him over his back. I'm going to start pulling this leg towards me. Bring it over my body to get my sweep. And go like this. Here. Okay? Let's bring that back into the frame. Do that one more time. Daryl, over here for me, please. One more time, emphasize all these details. Boom. Here. Up. Catch the toes. Remember doing the Michael Phelps, like a swim move. Get underneath of his toes right here. I'm pulling his knee towards me. So I'm bringing this leg out this way. It almost feels like you're doing like a rodeo lasso, right? Like, yeehaw. I'm getting this, pulling it. Using that foot on the head to rotate him. Now I can catch this leg, use it to climb me up, and go over top of his head. Now it's going to be a little bit easier to see in the animations. You're good, Daryl. A little easier to see that movement in the animations. You start isolating the flow of it. But when you start playing with that move a lot of times you'll have to do that spin move like 3 times in a row, or maybe 4 times in a row, because as you roll him, Daryl knows he's in trouble. So as soon as you get that roll, he pops up again. You end up back in guard. Boom, back into spin move. You keep attacking it, keep attacking it. So you get used to it, keep chasing that armbar. As things are rolling, things are flipping all over, you get used to that changing orientation. It's a really good drill. So it starts really getting you used to that idea of 3-dimensional space where technique stays the same no matter how you're flipping and rotating around.